Tensions are running high here at Future Fire 10, and we're getting started with this singles action. Jackson Drake taking on a member of the Latino mob, the Peruvian Piero Tenorio. Oh, the crowd here definitely choosing to side behind Jackson Drake. One half of the wrestling prodigies here at Firestar Pro Wrestling. Graduate of the Firestar Pro Wrestling Training Academy here in Greensboro. Piero Tenorio, formerly a referee here at Firestar, had us all fooled, saying that he didn't speak English, and then it was all clear. Decided to side with Cisco and join and create the Latino mob, and Jackson Drake here in control earlier. They got me all kind of choked up here. Jay Malachi came to the ring with Jackson Drake, the other half of the wrestling prodigies, but Tenorio was not too happy about that idea, asked for him to be removed. Jay Malachi stepped away gracefully, said Jackson Drake's got this. He doesn't need to be out here. They don't need to do any dirty, underhanded tactics. Although I wouldn't put it past Tenorio here. Piero, big collar and elbow tie-up, jockeying for position in a big way. Both of these competitors fairly smaller than some of the other competitors that you'll see at Firestar, but no less athletic. Both young men trying to show the audience here in Greensboro and you watching at home what they can do. Both of these men have been putting in work, training day in and day out, trying to show that they are the future of professional wrestling. And Piero has a leg scissors there, and Jack's able to kick out. Piero wisely grabs that headlock, takes him back down to the mat, and he's halfway there. He's got Jackson Drake down on the mat, and that's where you win the matches, ladies and gentlemen. That is professional expert coaching from me, Coach Josh Gary. I'm glad I could provide you guys with such expert commentary here for Future Fire 10. Having a lot slower paced bout than I thought we would from these two guys. Jackson Drake's no stranger to the top rope. 450s and all that jazz. Big arm drag from Piero. Oh, wait a minute. Jackson Drake gives him one of his own. Drops him down. Kicks him off. This is the kind of match I expected from these two young guys. Oh, wait a minute. Both had the same idea. Both caught it. Oh, no, wait a minute. Slap fight. Oh, my gosh. You can knock a fool out like that. Oh, and we're breaking down into a hockey fight. No love lost between these two. Last time we saw these guys in action, tag team action, the Wrestling Prodigies versus the Latino Mob. Oh, Jackson Drake going down low, going up high, dropping him down, and he says hi. Rolls him over, goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. Referee Big J there. Piero rolling out, trying to catch his breath here. Might have underestimated Jackson Drake here early on in this one. Crowd here showing their appreciation for these young men. Piero here is reeling, definitely taking advantage of the referee's 10 count. Jackson Drake's going to let him get in. Not too worried about it, confident in his abilities as the young man. Oh, no, wait a minute, goes to the outside, Piero rolls back in. Oh, wait a minute, ducks under, and Jackson catches him. Piero tried to block it a little bit. Oh, yoinks right on that top rope, and that'll even up the fight. Big drop kick, drops Jackson Drake on the apron and then to the floor. And my, how the tides have turned here quickly. Piero Tenorio is now firmly in control here in this matchup. And he starts to give them the what's for with the gift of gab here at Future Fire 10. Rolls on the outside. Punishing blows to the back of Jackson Drake. Oh, slams him face first into the ring post. Tubular steel. Got him down on the ground. Backs him up. Oh, and lights up the young Jackson Drake with a knife edge chop. Smacks the flesh off that young man. Smacked the social studies homework out of him. Rolls him over, 1, 2, and Jackson Drake able to kick out. Seems like it's almost on instinct there. Shaking his head, trying to get the cobwebs out. Piero Tenorio firmly in control here. Puts Jackson Drake, puts the boots to him, keeps him down at a lower level, preventing the man from getting up. Jackson Drake in the last year here has really shown his worth, teaming up with Cam Carter on occasion, teaming up with Jay Malachi on occasion. Piero putting him in position. Ah, big back chop. That does some damage, but it's more of an insult to injury there. Rubs your ego more than anything there. Deflates your self-esteem. Whips him into the opposite turnbuckle. And Jackson Drake able to get the big boot up. Swings around, goes to the outside. That's where he likes to live. Oh, wait a minute. Gets out of the way. Piero gives him a kick to the chest. Comes off and catches him. Oh, and plants him. DDT. Spikes him right on the mat. And that is it. Get him into the cover. 1, 2. Jackson Drake is able to kick out. You got to give this man, he's got some fortitude. I'll say that. He's got some fortitude. He's got a never say die attitude. And on top of that, you got to say that it's frustrating Piero here. Now drapes him over the bottom rope, driving his foot into the shoulder blades. Referee Big J admonishing the young Tenorio, letting him know what the rules are. We all know that Tenorio speaks English now, so he has no more excuse. No habla inglés, and holy bad word. What a chop. Dueling chops here. Big kick from Jackson. Big kick from Piero. These kids are throwing everything they got. Another overhand chop from Jackson Drake. Big return from Tenorio. Oh, both had the same idea. Oh, both got caught in the molars, and both men are down. Referee Big J starting with his count here, up to 2. Both of these guys reeling from those chops and those kicks. The punishment these young men are dealing onto each other is just amazing. These guys have an entire career ahead of them. They're putting it all on the line here at Future Fire 10 to show this crowd what they've got. Oh, moves out of the way, eats that top turnbuckle, comes up, catches him with that cross. Another right cross. Gets him up, slings him off the ropes. Oh, goes for the kick, misses, tries to go down low. These guys are definitely quick. Quick little elbow shots to the grill. Catches him. I think Piero tried to block it, still caught some of it. 1, 2. Young Tenorio able to kick out, and Jackson Drake is just feeling the exasperation here of what he's got to do to put down this young Peruvian and pick up the win here. Trying to call his shot like Babe Ruth here, saying, hey, you guys want to see the flippy stuff? I'll give you the flippy stuff. Catches him up, goes for a suplex here, softens him up. Gets him up. Oh, wait a minute, he's able to float over. Ripcords him. Oh, big cutter sends Jackson down to the mat with authority. Jackson able to kick out. Piero with a non-strong cover there. Just barely got himself over onto the torso of Jackson Drake so that it was an official pin attempt, but no hook of the leg, no pressure on the shoulders. Jackson Drake easily able to kick out. I think that might have been it. If he'd have been able to get a lateral press and hook that leg, that might have been it.
I'm gonna finish you. Yeah.
Pass by comes through and catches him. Got him in some kind of, got him all kinds of pretzeled up here. Trying to, hyperextension of that elbow. Getting that shoulder in there, putting that torque on there. It's unorthodox as all get out. But from the mean streets of Peru, this man is unorthodox himself. Jackson able to fight out of it, gives him a kick for good measure. A little bit of crisscross action here, catches him, throws him out, catches himself. No, wait, still able to dump him. Here comes Jackson. He tried this earlier, going over the top rope in that turnbuckle. Here he goes. Firmly able to hit that shooting star press to the outside. Plants Piero Tenorio on the outside here right in front of us. Beautiful camera work from our ringside production crew, able to get you up front and center. Watching us on YouTube and online is one thing, but there is nothing like Firestar Pro Wrestling live and in your face here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Jackson Drake getting him in position. Piero's in the drop zone. Trying to roll away, but I think it put right where he needed him. Oh! No water in the pool for Jackson Drake, who just eats canvas. This is Tenorio's chance if he can capitalize on it. Gets the young Drake up on his shoulders. Sets him up. Drives him down. Version of a DVD there. Cover him. Hook that leg, Piero. Oh, and a little bit of a disrespect from Jackson with that kick out. Once again, not hooking the leg, not getting that pressure on the shoulders. May have cost Piero a win here. Going up top himself. Watch your head. Goes for the big frog splash. Jackson's able to catch him with the knees. That will knock the wind out of you for sure. Ropes him up. Oklahoma roll. 1, 2, and Piero still able to kick out. We're still rolling here. Goes for the kick. He moves out of the way. Rolls him up. 1, 2, and 3. And Jackson pulls out the win with a 1, 2, 3 on Mr. Tenorio. Jackson Drake able to pick up the pinfall victory by rolling up Piero Tenorio here at Future Fire 10 in a hard-hitting, high-flying affair.